Good morning to everyone. But this message is for all the young black men. I just need you to realize is that the road you're on has only two endings. I need you to understand where I'm going with this. There is a third ending. But I want to share something with you that I want to start with my story about how I survived in the proof. I grew up around violence as a young boy. Please, I hear what people were saying, but I wasn't listening to what people were saying. So I'm asking you boys to listen to what I'm saying. I saw murders. I heard gunshots like they was like fireworks. I had friends who did not make it till 18. So I'm gonna give you an example of the Deep South. I escaped death more than I can even count. Not because I was smarter to escape death, not because I was tougher, but because God had a plan for me. Let me tell you the turning points of my life. My mother, through God. The military gave me a structure. They gave me discipline. And they gave me a way to escape from this environment. Christ saved your life and redeck my past. My testimony is the hook. So I need you to please understand, young men, listen when they know you have lived what I'm living through. We're dealing with a world right now that the young men are dying at an early age because they have no structure. My job is to be able to put the fire out before it starts. My job is to be able to share my story about the things how I grew up around. Is to be able to teach you, I'm here. My friends is no longer here. Are you listening to what I'm saying? I could be in prison right now, working as a slave. I can be 6 feet under if you know my past. Like I said, my life is a life that needs to be shared with all you young men. Walking down the street, loaded shotgun, want to kill my first cousin over nonsense. I thank God my mother pulled up before I walked in the bar. Understand, sometimes things don't just happen, they happen just. Please listen to me. Telling the truth about the streets without glorifying it, young men need honest. They need to be not sugar-coated. I want to be able to save as many young black men as I can. I don't want them to be able, I don't have no friends left. The friends who I hung out with, they wind up meeting an early death. They died at an early age. They didn't have the same upbringing that I've had. I had good family. I've raised a good family, believe me. But sometimes you choose to go the other way. And sometimes that other way is a dangerous way for you to live in. My mother always said, you got a good road and you got a bad road. You got a choice to make. She gave me an example. If you go to the left, there is a big snake in the road. You go to the right, you're safe. Now, if you choose, see them gave you the instruction where the danger's at. If you walk straight ahead, the snake is in there looking at you. You got a choice to make, whether you want to do the good things or you want to do the bad things. And I need you to say, what really happened when you keep robbing and shooting and murdering and killing people? You young men, what's going to happen after you do that? These are the questions that we need to program you, teach you about the dangers that you're going into. We want to keep you, we want to save you before you get into them dangers. I don't want you to follow the same path that I did. Clayton is here because God. My friends don't know how I grew up. Killing, stabbing, in a bar, right down the street, shootout. I'm showing you how my past worked, but I'm here. That loaded gun. I was in a pool hall one night. I was shooting pool. And one night, this young man walked in. Everybody was putting their bets on me. Man, I bet Clayton Jr. Look, the bar was full. I got ready to get down and shoot. My uncle said, show him what you got. A man walked up in the back of him, shot him right in the head. That's only one incident. In another pool room in Belgium, right there in the curb. We went up there to shoot pool one night, and guess what happened? That was no problem. But we had one person that created all the havoc, which caused his brother to get shot in the chest. So you understand, we had to run through the back. They only had one way in. And as we ran and got behind the trees and the young man came and just started shooting, we were safe until the brother that I was with, he walked, said, man, I got to go. I don't go back in there, man, please. Don't go back in there. He go back in, they blast him with a shotgun. Who brought him to the hospital? Me. Shooting pool that night, betting on me. The man got shot in the head. I was there. I had to take him to the hospital. But show you my life. I joined the military. The first day I came back out of basic training, I could have lost my life. In a shootout, he wasn't shooting at me, but me and the other person was good friends, and I was friends to the same person that was shooting. When he started shooting, the bullet ricocheted. This is less than 5 hours after I came back from the military. And my mom kept telling me, please, you're in the military now. You don't go across town and get yourself in trouble. What did I do? I tried to go back to my old path. I called my old friends. I could have lost my life. Young men, I need you to listen. I don't want you, I'm here. All my bad buddies, they call gangsters. They 6 feet under. You want to be like that? Keep doing what you're doing. When you start killing and robbing and all these kind of things, you become a target. So you understand. Let me tell you this last story about a young man I grew up with. His name was Willie Callahan. Raised up, but he was always in trouble at an early age. He worked at a slaughterhouse where they was, killing hogs and whatever. But because of his reputation, there was a white lady was murdered one night. And the first person that they picked up was Willie. He had blood all over him. Oh, yeah, we got him. This is the man. But the woman had blood all over her body. So they did not examine his blood. They just said, well, we got him. Long story short, everybody in the neighborhood, the white people, knew that he did not commit that crime. They knew that her husband committed the crime, but because he was poor and he was black, they just assumed that he don't have no money to get out. He got a bad reputation. That young man was sent to prison for 20-something years for a crime that he did not commit. And guess what happened? After spending 20-something years in prison, they came back and said, we got to let him go. The husband is the one that killed her. Somebody confessed. That young man is innocent. The husband killed, found the husband was guilty. But they hid everything for 20-something years. And what did that do to the young man? When you start developing these type of skills, you're selling drugs and you start beating up the neighborhood, intimidating everybody. You wants to be the big dog on the block. I've been there and I've done that, but guess what? I'm living. All my buddies is dead. The one who I hung out with called the bad guy. Like I said, you become the target. You're from the enemy. You're from the streets, and you become the target by the police. Do you understand? People understand you lose your freedom. Prison is not a movie. It's a modern day slavery. Did you hear what I just said? Young men, listen to what I'm saying. You lose your identity once you get convicted. You become a number, not a name. Number 642, Clayton Jr. You lose your future behind the bars. You have no career, no family stability, no legacy. You understand, young men, what I'm trying to say to you? You breaks your mother's heart. Every arrest, every call, and every funeral, these mothers are crying. Why? The streets don't owe you nothing. You need to understand. And you want to know what the hard truth about this? The street do not love you. If somebody told you the street love you, this is why you're dying. If the street love you, they'll be trying to save you. The street is where all the cause and effect are. Your friends, they won't die for you. I've had friends, listen to what I'm saying. The street, some of my friends died because they were trying to protect the one who created the habit. Are you worth dying when you know you got friends out here committing all these crimes? Why would you spend the time of your life? Why would you go to jail? Why would you get killed at the hands because of your friends? Answer me that question. I've been there, done that. I don't want you to get caught in the crossfire. I hope you understand what I'm saying, young man. Once you go to jail, you become a slave. You done lost, you can't vote, you can't do anything. And this is where the system is designed for you young men to do what you're doing. The system is designed for you to go out there and kill up as many black people, sell as many drugs, disrespect people. This is the way the system is designed, and you doing exactly what the system is designed for you to do. I mean, your gangs won't raise your children after you go to jail. You got into it because you was influenced. Hey, man, I got your back, big dog. Your friends won't die for you. Your reputation, they won't save you. Young men, are you listening to what I'm saying? Please, listen. I don't want you to hear what I'm saying. I hear noise out there, but I'm not listening to it. I just need you to understand the road that I travel. I don't want you to travel on that same road. I am here because of God and my mother. I had a soft head, hard head, but a soft ass. For you all out there know what I mean if you're from the country. So every friend I grew up with who stayed in the street, either they are dead or they are going to die. I am telling you what I heard. I'm not telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I lived. This is why that I want to be able to explain to you, my mother done what she can do. She gave me her very best. She knows she couldn't watch 12 kids, but guess what? I thank God for her. But I feel that I wanted to be with the bad boy. I'm telling you what I lived through. I'm not telling you something just as a story. Not because of the system, not to scare them, but to wake them up. That's my objective. That's my purpose, is to teach you before you go to jail, save you before you get into dangerous things. But sometimes you hear that song, it's never too late to stop. Look and see what you're doing. Never too late. I mean, the system is designed to catch you slipping, black men. That's what the system is designed, to catch you slipping, catching with you with your pants down. And you have no idea that the system is designed to do what it's doing. You know, they catch you with your pants down, and you make one mistake, one moment of anger, one robbery, one shooting, and they will lock you up and work you for pennies. You're going to go to jail. You're going to go Angola, 18,000 acres. They building prison all over Louisiana. Guess what? The rich get richer off you, and the poor get poor because of you also. The down south is known for its vicious races. It's all around you. It's in your face. But if you choose to go out there and rob and kill and do all these things to innocent people, you got to pay the cost to the piper, big dog. You got to pay. I don't care whether you're white, green, purple, or whatever. You don't have a right to take another man's life because your enjoyment. I mean, like I said, when you get locked up, you're going to be working for pennies, boy. Maybe $1 a day. Get your ass out there. You get up on time. And those same white people that put you in jail, they making money off you two ways. You're going to be working on the chain gang. You're going to be working out in the field. And one thing I can tell you about Louisiana, Angola, once you get in there, please don't even think about escaping. You're surrounded with alligators. If you think you can do it, big dog, try it. I'm trying to tell you the dangers out there before you get out there. I mean, that is slavery paperwork. You got there picking up the farm, and they're gonna go out and sell it to other produce. You working for them. And these farmers are contract with the slave. Do you understand, or do you hear what I'm saying? That prison label is real. Sentences are low. Prosecutors don't play. The system profits from their downfall. Not to shame anyone out there, but to show them the trap. You get caught in the trap. I want to make sure that you understand how the trap works. You walked into the trap, but not knowing certain things. Show them, we need to start showing them a narrative plan. Show them a different plan. The path you took, I'm telling you the path I took. I had a choice to make. My mother kept getting me out of jail. I was around nothing but killing, murders, and all this kind of. My mother trying to raise 12 kids. She had to work and do everything else. I was the oldest son. I figured she wasn't going to hear about a lot of things that I was doing. But eventually, when you keep getting me out of jail, you keep talking to me. And all my mother had to do is to walk up to me, and I saw it in her eyes. The night she got me out of jail, she said, son, please go sign up for the military. Somebody's going to kill you, or you going to kill somebody else. I don't want you to get in no more trouble. That's all it took for me to see the tears in my mother's eyes. I woke up the next morning. I didn't tell her anything. I wouldn't sign up down in New Orleans for the military. Took the test, passed the test, flying colors. And all of a sudden, after everything was done that day, the recruiter said to me, hey, son, hey, man, I got a day next week. My birthday is January 9th, and that's the day he wanted me to leave. And I said to him, I can't leave on my birthday, man. That's too quick. That's next week, man. I got to put a little time into my girlfriend. You know what I mean, big dog? I said, let's schedule it for March. So he set up a date for March. And I was excited. And I came home. I called myself going to surprise my mother. She didn't know nothing about I went to New Orleans. But she also had a surprise for me, which I didn't know. After I walked in, I said, Mother, you're not going to believe that I am getting ready to go into the military. She said, boy, you ain't going nowhere, boy. She said, say you swear to God you go in the military. You know how people down south. You know, normally they say if you swear to God, you got to be real or God going to scratch you right in the chest. That was the first day that I said, yep, I swear to God. I'm leaving in March. And she said, boy, all right. And she said, oh, by the way, let me tell you something. When you were down there, that recruiter called me. He told me you passed the test and you didn't want to leave next week. And you said you wanted to leave on your birthday and put time into the girl that was getting you in all the trouble. I said, wow. She said, what you need to do, you need to go back down there. I told that recruiter, keep that day open. Please, sir, please keep it open January 9th. So she already told the man to keep the day open. She said, I already told him, go back down there, get on the bus, and go, you leaving next week. Show you how things work. Sometimes you got to leave the environment. I joined the military. Went to Lackland. You know the first thing they gave me, they made me a military police. I went to the ACR school down in Lackland, did all the training, all this kind of stuff. And I came back, they gave me 10 days to go and spend time before I got ready to go to Vandenberg Air Force Base. Gave me 10 days being home. I got home on Friday. I arrived in New Orleans at 10:30. It took an hour for me to come from New Orleans to my mother's house. I came home and everybody was waiting for me. And so everybody started laughing at me. Look at that bald head rascal. Hey, boy, look at that. They cut everybody's hair like that? Yep. And my mother said, boy, I'm so proud of you, boy. What you going to be doing in the military? And I said, I'm going to be a military police. And you know what she said? Oh, my God. They must be hard up for police officers. You mean all the trouble that you've been in, they making you a police? She said, yep. She said, the only thing I want you to do, I want you to not go and get into trouble. People go to show you how things work. I called a buddy, the one that I hanged out with. I worked with the other buddy before I joined the military. These two buddies were seeing the same old lady. I said, meet me across town at Fig Alley. Met me across town. We walked in, and my other buddy was walking out. They know that each other been seeing. And so the buddy I came with, he turned around and punched the other buddy in the head. And the other buddy just turned around, took out a pistol and a 22 and shot at him 6 times. And as he was shooting, my buddy fell down on the ground like he was dead. At the same time, I jumped on side the fig tree. I said, I can't believe what's going on. He ran around to the police station and said, I just killed a man. And at the same time, my buddy jumped up. He said, hey, man, that nigga missed me, man. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. He said, you need to learn how to shoot. Now, at the same time, the police station right across the street, they came around with the ambulance. The police was escorting him. He got the shooter in the back of the car. And all of a sudden, he ran around and said, where is it? The guy who was with said, where is who? He said, you need to tell that Negro he need to learn how to shoot. I'm telling you exactly what happened. And he said, Clayton Jr., all the trouble that your mother done put you, ain't you in the military now? Yes. Why are you coming back getting into that, all that money? He said, I'm going to tell you this right now. You two better get across that river and don't you come back. At the same time, my buddy walked and looked in the cell. He said, I'm going to get you, boy. I'm going to get you. I didn't say it. I came home. My mother said to me, she said, I told her what happened. She said, get your ticket out of here right now. That was a Friday. I had to change my ticket to that Sunday. So I only spent limited time at home because my mother feared that I'm in the military. I'm going to get killed. That was an example. The first day I came back. Got on a plane, went to Vandenberg Air Force Base. 3 months later, I'm having a nightmare about what took place. I called my mother at 3 o'clock in the morning. Mother, I can't sleep. She said to me, son, who called you? I said, I'm using the pay phone. She said, nobody called you? I said, no. She said, Jerry Campbell just got killed 4 hours ago. Todd killed him this time. The same one that missed him, it killed him over that same woman. And I'm having a nightmare. I thank God. Took the uniform. That could have been me got killed. The bullet ricochet caught me across the face. I'm going to show you people. I'm blessed. To make a long story short, that same place that I was in a shootout with, guess who owned the place now? Going to show you, God can take a bad situation and put it into a good situation. God do not make mistakes. This was a purpose. How I survived throughout my life. Multiple car wrecks. God is for you. Nothing going to happen to you. Like I said, you must understand. God saved me. My mother prayed for me. The military gave me a structure. I learned discipline. I learned for purpose. And I learned manhood and discovered what life meant to me. I'm talking about real talk, people. Then, if God could, if he can pull me out of the fire, he can pull you out too. You are not too far gone. You are not too broken. You are not too deep in the street. You can choose life. It's never too late. Give them a vision bigger than a block. You understand? Young men don't change because of fear. They change because of a purpose. Give them a purpose to live for. Give them a purpose to have a stake in this world. You understand? You understand? Help them. Give them a vision. Give them a career. Give their family back. Give them a business that they can deal with. Give these young men a future and give these young men a legacy. Tell them you was born to be a leader and not a follower. These are the things that we must instill into these young men. You were born to build. You were not born to destroy. You were born to be protected. You were not born to be harmed. These are the kind of things that we must program our children to a better future. And the challenge is direct, loving, and unforgiving. If you keep going down this road, you will end up dead or you might be in prison. I am saying that, I'm not saying that to really scare you young men out there. I'm talking from experience And real talk, I'm saying that because I buried too many of my brothers. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want to bury you. My whole story. You can be the one. I can be the one who breaks the cycle. You can be the one, your family, they can look up to. What do you want to do? You can be the one who survived through all this turmoil. You must understand is that at the time to live, to choose life over the street, you got a choice to make. And as I said, as I grew up around violence, the reality of the street, a lot of you young men think the street are a game. You think you are hustling. You think you're just surviving. You think you're just doing what you got to do in order to survive. Get yourself a job. Get yourself an education. Stop depending on other people. Stop living off other people. Become independent. Don't blame society on all your failures. You keep out there hustling and bustling, selling drugs, shoe shopping and show nothing. You know, you out there chilling and dealing. You out there want to intimidate. You want to be a gangster. You want to be a rapper. Keep doing what you're doing. The penitentiary is waiting for you. You become a slave. You can't make that street money no more. You begin to work for pennies. You get up, you do what I say, not as I do. But let me tell you something real, young men. The streets don't love you. The street don't protect you. The street won't reward you. The street going to bury you. Are you listening to what I'm saying? When you rob, when you shoot, when you kill, or even just hanging around the wrong people, there are only two outcomes. You'll end up dead. You'll end up dead. You're going to start working for pennies. You're going to lose your name. You're going to lose your freedom. You're going to lose your future. You're going to lose your family. You're going to lose the chance to be a man created you to be. God created you to be a man. I just need you to understand. The saddest part, most young men don't realize they are walking in a trap that was set up long before they was born. We have a system. Racism is a sickness unto death. Racism brought about slavery. Racism sets up traps for you to fall into. I just need you to realize, you know, when you walk in them traps, what I survived. I told you about my passion about what I'm doing. Because I don't want I'm getting tired of picking up, man, these young black men are killing each other at an alarming rate. People, do you understand how the system is designed? The more black people that they put in jail, they don't lost all their rights. This is how the stacked deck against these governments and how Republicans are stacking the deck. They're taking all your freedom away. Once you go to prison, you have no freedom. So I saw things no child should ever see. Like I said, I was around murder and I was around shooter. I was in a situation that I should have been gone. And I remember the night when bullets were flying around me. I remember thinking, this is not normal. But I wasn't normal either. It was trauma. It was destructive as I grew up. It was death waiting around the corner. So I did survive. What are you going to do? God gave me. My mother prayed for me, and the military gave me a way out. So I just need you to understand the system is not a game. The system is designed. Listen to what I'm saying. The system is designed to catch you in a trap. The system is not a game. The system is designed to catch you in a trap. One mistake, baby, one robbing, one shooting. That's it. You got a choice in life. I want to close out by saying to all you all out there, you want to hang out in the streets? Now, let me tell you the part that matters the most. You don't have to die in the streets, young man. You don't have to live in prison the rest of your life. You don't have to do that. You don't have to follow the same path as your friend, your father and them. How do you feel? Your brother in prison, your father's in prison, your uncle in prison, everybody in your family done gained the reputation. And believe me, you're going to be watched. Your family going to be watched. This is just another way for you to understand how the system is designed. The deck is stacked against you. You can choose life. You can have a purpose, choose purpose. You can choose God. You can choose discipline. And you can choose your future. Talk to me. I'm saying it's easy. I'm saying to you, it is possible. You can get a trade. You can do just like me. You can join the military. You can start a business. You can go back to school. You can work a job to build your way up. You can mentor others. You can be the one who break the cycle. Are you ready for it? It's the challenges. You need to start choosing life today. You're king. You listen to me. If you keep going down the road, you end up dead in prison. So I said that to say this. I live the life I love, and I love the life I live. But I also understand the streets. My friends in the military, they know me as, he's a nice guy, but the boy had a hard head. But when you go in the military, I try to bring the streets life that I grew up with in the military. But the first day I got off, I found out you're not going to bring the street life in the military. You're going to do what we say, how we do it, when I tell you to jump. And I think the military, discipline, respect, and honor. This is what these kids like. They're lacking discipline. They're lacking respect. You parents, I want you to be able to make comments. I want to make a change. I got to save our black men because the streets are killing them. The white man is killing them. And guess what? Because you are not doing your job. We need to keep educating our black youth about our black history, where we was at before, where we at now, and what the white man is trying to take us back to. You want to keep killing all your own black friends, killing black people for no reason? The rich is getting richer off your ignorance. The poor getting poor off your ignorance. When you are uneducated beyond your ability, you serve no purpose in society. We're trying to educate you about how the system is designed to make you weaker. The system is designed to make you poor. The system is designed to make you feel inferior. Where the white man gonna always feel superior over you. You selling drugs, You out there brown nosing. You out there kissing your superior's ass just to protect you. I'm saying to you, they building more prisons, building more jailhouses. They are contract out by white Republicans. All this space being bought up to build prison. It's a network, people, if you don't understand it. Down south, Louisiana, Alabama, Georgia, all these red states, they have some serious issues. Black people don't exist. Red state, sundown towns. They got more white cops. They got even damn Boy Scouts making them cops just to use a form of intimidation on us. But are you ready? Are you ready to change what you're doing? Are you ready to save our young black men? That's going to be a choice you got to make, because the system is designed to put more black men in jail, to cut their education, to cut all the welfare. The administration that we have now is one of the most racist administrations. These red state governors, they is part of the Trump administration, and you allow to do what you want to do. As long as you protect me and you talking for me, I am going to support you. People, until we wake up, we need to stop talking loud and saying nothing. I care about America. It's not only white, but particularly my black race. I care about you, but we are constantly depleting. We are constantly going to jail. You're getting poor. You can't afford health care. You're losing your job because how the white man wants to put you on your back. You are playing into the Trump administration hand. You keep killing each other, you're doing us a favor. It's the way the system is designed. I want you to listen to what I just said. I want you to share it. How the rich are getting richer and the poor is getting poor as a result of what you out there doing. Selling drugs, murdering, killing, robbing, doing all this crazy stuff. But the funny thing about it, you killing up your own race. You're bringing the drugs into your own neighborhood. You're murdering your own race. You know what I mean? You doing this, is that's the way the system. If you kill a white person, guess what? You're going to pay the price. As long as you keep killing the black people, you got black, white police chiefs in these southern towns, we're going to protect all our own. We're going to protect the white police officers. We're not going to investigate certain people. This is the way this system is designed. But I want to make you aware, this is not a fair world. There is good and bad in every race. But if you understand the damage that was done to us, when you can understand the cause and effect and how the system is going backwards, it's not going forward. As long as we have this new administration in office, we're going to get in more trouble. But if we can talk about it, if we can work together and discuss these issues, we'll live in a better world. As I said, it's not all whites people want to see this go down. It's the one. It's the white nationalists, the Ku Klux Klan. It's the, you name it. They got authorization through the Trump administration to inflict fear among minority people. I'm going to close out by saying this to each and every last one of my brothers. You need to get a job. You need to stop killing all of us. You need to stop mistreating our black women. You are doing the damage to us because of the way the system is designed, and you are falling in the damn trap. We need to wake up. We need to save our children. But as long as you is out there only for you, things are going to get worse. You need to come together. Get rid of that slavery mentality. Stop doing what the white man wants you to do. Why don't you become more educated? Make a difference in this society. I blame the white man for 90% of the thing, but I blame you for 10% because we are working off that slavery that started back in Europe. Take it or leave it. Now, if I said something to offend anyone out there, I really don't give a rat's ass because let the truth gonna set me free. You need to start doing your job, and we can save a lot of these young men. We need strong black leaders. Where are you, strong leaders? We need you. We can't wait till these kids go to jail, get shot up. Let's go to the funeral. Let's go to the prison. We need to stop the fire before it starts. Are you down with it? Pass the message. Make comment. So it's been a pleasure. Keep praying. That's where we're going to get our strength from God, our Lord and Savior. Until next time, may God bless you.